Hi guys, so it's day two today for the different indicators that I use and how I literally kind of prepare my chart before I find a suitable entry or the best entry to trade. So yesterday we did live support and resistance, drawing of lines of support resistance. How do you find that? Now today I'm going to just share with you guys one of the indicators that I use is actually the moving averages, which I think is super important. I mean, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm sure you guys can Google that and YouTube it. So basically, you could go to your indicators here and you could look for moving averages and smooth moving or average, and you can add. I have four, so I have the 10, 21, 50, and 200. And the 200 to me is the key because that actually determines the trend. Like, is this, are the candles below it? So if it's below it, it's a downtrend, and if it's above, it's an uptrend, right? So for me, obviously I'm not going to go into like what is it that looking for in the moving averages before I take an entry. We will do that when we kind of go through all the different elements and different indicators after we have completed that. And then I'll do the final part, which is putting everything together and showing you guys how I actually spot my perfect entry and how I actually take trades. Okay, so the indicator that I personally use is called the Phoenix. So I'm just going to go into the settings. So the Phoenix indicator doesn't just have the smooth averages, moving average. It's got quite a lot. It's got a trend cloud. It's got candlestick patterns. Like if you kind of like trade, those big candles and or the three line strike method, that kind of stuff, you can, play around with the settings. Having said that, I personally don't do any of those. I only use it for my smooth moving averages. And I'll tell you why I use this indicator because I'm able to combine 10, 21, 50, and 200 into one indicator, if that makes sense. Because if I were to go into the indicator list at the top right here, and if I were to look for a smooth moving average, then I can only have like 10 will be one indicator. Then I have to add another one for 21. I have to add another one. So that becomes four separate indicators, which does not allow me enough space for my plan in my trading view to have that many indicators because I still got a couple more that I use anyway. So just to kind of give me the space, let's call it, to have multiple indicators, I found it pretty intelligent just to combine the smooth moving averages into one, and this indicator does just that for me. So if you go here to the Phoenix, then you can basically change your colors. I kind of put them in different widths so I can kind of know which is which, if that makes sense. And then they're all solid. I mean, you can play around with it. You can actually have dynamic, which will give you different colors on the thing. This is just design, guys. Okay, so it's just I kind of just choose smooth, and so the time frame is basically the same. So in each individual time frame, you will map out according to the time frame, and then I choose everything solid. I kind of choose colors that I like. And the main thing is this, guys. So obviously this is a bit jumbled up, but yes, it needs to be 10, 21, 50, 200. It doesn't matter in which order, but you need to have this for at least for my trading method. This is what I have. And this is how I have my what do you call that? Smooth moving averages panned out. So if you can see, oops, if you can see uh the pink one, let me just open it back again. I'm just trying to get the best view so that I can show you guys the colors. Let me see if this blocks it or what. Oops, bear with me, guys. Okay, maybe if you look at this, if you look at this corner here, okay, what I'm trying to do is to show you guys the colors. Okay, so if you can just look at this corner, you can see the pink, which is the 200, which is the thickest, right? And then you have basically the green, which is the 10 EMA right at the top here, and then followed by the white, which is the 21, and my blue is the 50. So in this bit here, if you can see where my cursor is moving, you can actually see that the moving averages are lining up for an uptrend, right? So you see the bullish pin buy and you buy. Like if you watch my previous videos, you kind of know my trading style a little bit by now, but this is what I'm looking for in a sense of entries, right? So that the moving averages got to line up in the right order following the trend. Okay, so if you can see, it kind of coordinates. So the pink one is the 200, and the green is right at the top here, which is the 10. I'm going to off all the other indicators so it's not messy. and I'm going to on this back here. So the green is right at the top here. You can see the green, and then followed by the white, which is the 21, and the blue, the third one is the 50. You guys get me? And then obviously, if you look at other places, you can hear this is nicely. You see green is the 10, 21, blue is 50, and then the 200. Okay. So, and then obviously here you can see they're all like mixed up all over the place, and here the 200 is crossing over all the moving averages. But yeah, so this is going to be a really really short video, but really this is what you guys want to have in one. This at least this is what I use as my moving average indicator, right? So if you find this useful, it's free. Like all these indicators are free, so they're not paid for. You could just go to your indicators list here and then just search that basically the Phoenix, and that's going to come up. And yeah, and or maybe you might even search for this, the RT, the moving average official indicator. It's the same, so probably it's just coming out here as the Phoenix, just as a name, but this is the one moving average official indicator. Okay, so if you guys just yeah, you can set that up, or you can do them separately too. Just search for smooth moving averages, and then you just edit the numbers in there. So you want 10, so you want four of it, so 10, 21, 50, and 200. So hope this helps you guys in understanding my settings for my moving averages, which will later be useful in you understanding how I actually kind of what I actually look for using the moving averages when I'm actually taking a trade. So yep, so we'll be back tomorrow with my other indicators, and I'll tell you guys what exactly I use with my other indicators, which every of my indicators are basically just multiple confluences, right? So it's different things that I kind of use in combination to basically look for the perfect entry to enter, and obviously the entry that kind of minimizes my risk to the best I could. So, but yes, tomorrow we'll be back for with another video. I'll show you guys the other indicators that I use. I might combine two tomorrow just because they're not really very, they don't require too much time to explain. So I might combine them. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. But yes, see you guys tomorrow.